Page will be at 294. Before that, we're going to sing up to 2:30. This world is not my home. If you would, please stand. This world is not my home. I'm just a passing through. My treasures are laid up somewhere beyond the blue. The angels beckon me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh Lord, you know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, then Lord, what will I do? The angels beckon me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. They're all expecting me, and that's one thing I know. My Savior pardoned me, and now I onward go. I know He'll take me through, though I am weak and poor, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh Lord, you know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, then Lord, what will I do? The angels beckon me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Just up in glory land we'll live eternally. The saints on every hand are shouting victory. Their songs the sweetest praise drip back from heaven's shore, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh, you know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, then Lord, what will I do? The angels beckon me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Once more, we've been blessed to have this opportunity to come together, to study, to worship, to come together again this evening. And certainly thankful for that. Certainly thankful for all the brethren that are able and willing to be here this evening. We are going to pick back up in the book of James, where we have left off, in James chapter 4, looking at verses 13 through 17. James 4, verses 13 through 17. I know I did not go into the book of James last Sunday evening, and I got called out on it. I thought you wanted to go through the book of James. I go, but the part we're at talks about how we should have planned ahead. So, anyways, James 4, verses 13 through 17. If you want to open up your Bibles and follow along as we read that, and then we'll get into some points from it. So, come now, you who say, today or tomorrow we'll go into such and such a town and spend a year there and trade and make profit. Yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. As it is, you boast in your arrogance, all your such boasting is evil. So whoever knows the right thing to do and fails to do it, for him it is sin. So for most of the evening, we're going to be talking about exactly what these verses are talking about, and the point of being wise about the time and how we act about it, how we make our decisions and planning ahead. So first thing I want to bring out as we look at these verses is, of course, life short. Something I believe we've talked about in the past. I know others have even talked about it, Wednesday night lessons. So it's something that we should be familiar with and should be
easily something that sticks with us. So let us go ahead and look at that again, as we have in verse 14 that says life is like a vapor, or as ESV said, life is like a mist. It's here but for a moment and then vanishes away. It's just that's how life is. Truly, that's what life is. And turn along with me, we'll look at a couple other verses to go along with that. Psalm 39 and verse 4. Psalm 39, if you look with me, starting in verse 4. It says, O Lord, make me know my end, and what is the measure of my days. Let me know how fleeting I am. Behold, you have made my days a few handbreadths, and my lifetime is nothing before you. Surely all mankind stands as a mere breath. So here it says, life is like just a breath. You breathe, and it's just a certain handful of them, and then life is over. And even in the instances, you might go back to Genesis. You go through all those different age ranges that we read, and we read about Methuselah, and how old Noah was, how old Adam lived, and even Abraham, as I believe he was 170. At least I believe that's a number that's thrown out there. Just read through that, so I should remember. But as you go back and you look up, even that long of life, how long is that really? In consideration, 900 years, right? Almost 1,000 years. To us, that's a long time. But then you compare that to God, who was here before time ever began. God, who is still here today. God who will be there when the world is destroyed and continue. And knowing that there's an everlasting life after this. That life is just short. Our life here on earth does not matter whether it is a newborn that doesn't live past birth, or someone who lives past 100. Life is short. Life is just a breath. In Psalm 90, in verse 10. Psalm 90, and in verse 10. It says, for the years of life are 70, or even by reason of strength 80. Yet their span is but toil and trouble. They are soon gone, and we fly away. Who considers the power of your anger and your wrath according to fear of you? So teach us to number our days, that we may get a heart of wisdom. Return, O Lord, how long? Have pity on your servants. Satisfy us in the morning with our steadfast love, that we may rejoice and be glad all our days. Again, just that it continues that question of how long is life. And it even goes 70, maybe 80. It's short. Anyone who's older than you will end up looking at you and say, oh, well, I thought this was old at one time too, but now I don't say so. We start to think, man, life is just continuously flying by. And we're already more than halfway through February of this year. Continuing along by. Again, Job 7, verse 7, as Job is questioning life, his life is a breath also. We need to understand that life is short. And so every day should count. Every day we should be taking advantage and trying to do what we can to make our lives right with God, to take advantage, to reach out to others. But so often we get boastful as we look there in James chapter 4. Go back to there, James chapter 4, and we look at the first verse 13 and put it with verse 16. James chapter 4 and in verse 13, here it says, coming now, we say, today or tomorrow we'll go to such and such a town, spend a year there, trade, and make a profit. And we go forth and they're setting these plans, we're going to go do this, we're going to go do that, I'm going to go do this. And we set these, but in verse 16, he says, as it is, you boast in your arrogance. So also they had the wrong mindset when they were going forward to set these plans. It's free willing, just set out, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, with no concern of anything else, no concern of anyone else, and making sure that. And so it says such boasting is evil. So at the same time, we talk about making plans, and I'm going to make sure to make a point that we make plans here in a minute. But we need to make sure we're doing it in the right way. Get caught up in our pride and say, well, I got money, so I can do what I want, go where I want, do what it, or we just get caught up in boasting and being arrogant and showing off and not concerned about anything else or any concern for the world or others around us. In Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 1. Proverbs chapter 27 and in verse 1. As you read here, Proverbs 27 verse 1 says, "Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring." Of course, we can bring that out easily, right? We can look at Weather Channel and say, this is what they say it's going to be. So you start to set up this plan. We're going to have a day outside. We're going to enjoy the weather. It's supposed to be warmer and nicer out. And that's not what happens. Again, with the virus, and especially at the very beginning, when things shut down, and I say this, I think it was the most planned out year that I've had. We actually, because usually we wait till the last minute and say, all right, I think we can go do something. We actually had plans for some meetings, and had plans for some vacation. Woo! All went out the door. Things just changed. Things just, we can't sit here and say this is set in stone for our plans because it's going to change. Because we don't have control of what the day's truly going to be like. We can set mindsets and try to accomplish certain things. You never know when a task is going to go wrong. And in Luke chapter 12, turn along with me, Luke chapter 12, verse 18, our Lord gives us a parable here, an excellent example of being too boastful with our plans. In Luke chapter 12, and in verse 18, Luke 12 and verse 18. As it reads here, it says, "And he said, I will do this. I will tear down my barns and build large ones, and there I will store all my grain and my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul, you have ample goods laid up for many years. Relax, eat, drink, and be merry." But God said to him, "What is required of you, and the things you have prepared, whose will they be? So is the one who lays up treasure before God." And this rich man, he was set. He said, "I'm just going to sit back and relax, and I'm going to enjoy the next moment." Something bad happens. And then all the wealth did him no good. Plus, he didn't, bringing out the point, he really didn't have anyone to leave it to. He says, whose is this going to be? It's not yours anymore. You don't get to take it with you. You got to be careful as we think about tomorrow, while at the same time that we do prepare ourselves for tomorrow. Again, going back to Proverbs, maybe you should have told you to keep your fingers up. Maybe I should have kept it marked over in Proverbs. But Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 5, as it reads here, it says, "The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty." So again, here's making the point, yes, we do have to plan ahead of time. And the one who plans diligently, the one who's working and plans ahead and says we got to save to be able to do certain things, and we plan and we got to work so much to be able to make so much money to be able to get there. It says it comes in abundance, it's worth it, and you enjoy it, you stay. Whereas the person who comes in and he automatically gets that money, he won the lottery,